Hey guys, it's Music Ninja Matt here, and today we're going to be talking Nintendo, the Nintendo Switch, and the classic NES Mini. So we'll talk about the Switch first. I have spent all day today watching trailers and gameplays for it. The initial launch trailer got me really excited. And obviously we've got all these new details flooding in. It's got a March 3rd release date, which is actually 10 days before my birthday. Its starting price is £279, which is really good. Or there's a bundle where it comes with the new Zelda game, which is £340, I think. Overall, these are really good prices. The Switch itself, I love it because it's just something so different. The Wii, when it came out, I did love it, but the Wii got gradually more boring. It stopped feeling like Nintendo, and it became just this exercise machine, basically. And the Wii U was like, here's a new controller. And for me, Nintendo just kind of died out. And with the launch of this console, I love the fact that it basically looks like it's a tablet, and that's where it runs, that's where all the mechanics of it are, because what you're plugging it into isn't necessarily a console, that's just the charging station. So you plug it in, it's a console that sits there, you have your controller, and you're playing it on the TV. And then I love the fact that you take both halves of the controller, slide it onto the tablet, and now it's a handheld console, and you can use those halves of the controller as a controller each and play two-player games. And I just love the fact that it's partly portable, it's a console as well. Apparently the battery life is going to vary depending on what games you play. So it's between 2.5 and 6.5 hours, I believe, which I'm okay with that, because I'll probably just use it as a console more than anything. And the furthest I ever have to travel is like half an hour, 40 minutes on a train, so that's plenty enough time for me to use it as a portable console. There's a few games that I'm really excited about. Obviously there is Zelda Breath of the Wild, which looks phenomenal. It looks so fun, and just the graphics are great and updated, but they're still Nintendo looking. And this just, I haven't played a Zelda game since I think Wind Waker, so I look at this and I see how you can glide, and there's just so much in this game, and it looks like it's on such an epic scope. And then I've written down the other games I'm very excited about. One thing that's interesting is Nintendo has got a bunch of companies that they're working with. So many game developers have gone, we're really excited about this console, we want to work with you, including some indie developers. And some of these indie games look great. We can't comment on them much because we've just seen screenshots from them. But I'm like, that'd be really cool if Nintendo brought this whole generation of indie games to their console. But the big ones that I have on my list are Zelda, Super Mario Odyssey, which is a free roam Mario game that just looks huge and the level designs look great. Very reminiscent of Mario Sunshine for me, which is the last console Mario game I played. We've got Splatoon, which I know they're doing something with EA Sports where Splatoon is going to be their competitive shooting game, and it just looks so silly and so fun, and I'm excited for that. Obviously we're getting Mario Kart 8, love Mario Kart games anyway, so this will be great that this is the next gen one. Also Skyrim is coming to it, and even though people are like, well, it's a couple of generations behind, the fact that we're getting a game like Skyrim means so much for the Switch, because it means we could get other big titles, which the Wii was lacking, I think, and I'm really excited about that. Plus, I never played Skyrim properly the first time around, I never owned it, so I'm excited for that. And the other one on there's Street Fighter, which I was just like, it's a fighting game, gotta love it. There's plenty of other great games coming out. I cannot wait for this console, and it's just definitely gone onto my wish list. Next up, I wanted to talk about the Nintendo NES Classic Mini. This is very difficult to get hold of, especially here in the UK. I ended up paying, I think it's worth about £50, and I paid something like 80 because people who had bought them up on eBay and were selling them brand new. I bought mine because I didn't know this was coming out. I saw it on YouTube, and it just that nostalgia and the classic gaming and watching the gameplay, I was like, I need to get hold of this, and so I did. It comes with 30 built-in games, which is great. It's a shame because they haven't made like a way where you can put in SD cards or cartridges or anything like that. So the 30 games you have on here, that's all you're going to get, which is a shame, but there's great games on here. I'll just read them off for you. Super Mario Brothers, The Legend of Zelda, Kirby's Adventure, Donkey Kong, Super Mario Brothers 3, Pac-Man, Metroid, Mega Man 2, Final Fantasy, Castlevania, Ninja Gaiden, Punch-Out, Super Mario Bros. 2, Galaga, Balloon Fight, Zelda 2 The Adventure of Link, Ghosts and Goblins, Ice Climber, Excite Bike, Mario Brothers, Kid Icarus, Dr. Mario, Donkey Kong Jr., Bubble Bobble, Gradius, Tecmo Bowl, Super C, Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, Star Tropics, and Double Dragon 2 The Revenge. Those are the games that are all listed on the box. For me, it was the Zelda games. It was having the original Final Fantasy, obviously all the Marios, Pac-Man, Metroid, Donkey Kong, Mega Man, Punch-Out. All these games I was really excited for. Having played it, I feel like I don't play it enough. I mean, I love the design of it. I mean, it really is mini. It's tiny, it's light, it's very portable. It's annoying that when you want to go back to the main menu, you have to click reset on here. I wish there was just a reset button on the controller, because if you're sat back relaxed, you have to keep getting up just to hit the reset button. That's my only real gripe with it. Like I said, I don't think I play it enough. Some of the games are incredibly difficult, but that's kind of part of the fun of it, is these really challenging games. I mean, Mega Man 2 we've almost beat at this point. I've been playing through games like the Mario games and the Zelda games, and there's so many games I haven't even tried out yet. And then there's games like Tecmo Bowl and Pac-Man, which are just, if you've got 15-20 minutes to spare, if you're waiting for food to cook or whatever, you can just sit down and just play it for a little bit, and it's fantastic for that. The big thing that everyone said about this was the length of the controller. It's not long at all. It makes sense as far as you need to reach the reset button, so the console realistically needs to sit by you anyway. But I picked myself up an extension cable like this. I managed to get 2 of them for I think like £8 off of Amazon, and they work perfectly. It's just a little extension cable, so that takes care of that problem. I love the idea of it because it's an official Nintendo product. Like, I was going to get the 80 games in one Sega console, but because that's not made by Sega, it's because they've lent it out to a third party, it means that the games are really bad quality, the colours are bland, the sound is wrong, and it says 80 Sega games. It's about 30 or 40 Sega games, and the rest of the games are like Flash games that they got off the internet that they've just put on to boost it. So after I looked at the reviews for it, I was just like, no, whereas this is a licensed product that you can trust. Loads of great games, just hours and hours you can pour into this. Does it get frustrating? Yes, because the game's difficulty, like Ghosts and Goblins, Metroid, are incredibly difficult games, but it's fun and it's challenging, and because we have the internet now, you can find walkthroughs if you really do get stuck, so it's really not the end of the world. You can speed run the games. The fact that there's save points is fantastic, because games like Mega Man, having those save points really helped us. And, you know, if you're in the middle of a really good run, you can save it. And I was having a Mario run, and I got stuck on one bit. I saved it with 2 or 3 lives left, so now I can just keep attempting that one bit I was stuck on, rather than go back to the beginning. But I can't recommend the NES enough. Try and find it for the best price possible. I had to do a lot of searching to get it as cheap as I did, and with the Nintendo Switch, I just can't wait. I'm on a huge Nintendo hype at the moment. So guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, as it really helps the channel out. If you check out the description, you'll find my Facebook, Twitter, playlists, competition news and all that other good kind of stuff. I'll see you in the next one, guys. See you later.